think there is some smoke to the Julian Alvarez because Julian Alvarez looks to me like the type of central forward that Arne Slot would want and would thrive in his system. And I think if you put some young players around a central player like Alvarez or an Isak or a Jokeres even, I think those are the type of players that I think we probably target. And I think it's as important they sign a player like that as it is that they re-sign Mo
But it's
Salah.
very different, isn't it? Like, the players you name in terms of style, and this goes back to us not really knowing what he has in mind in terms of that center forward. Because, I mean, Alvarez is a totally different dude compared to Isak, for example. It's more like
He,
a younger, what I mean? Like better,
but
like
if you've
intellect,
watched,
stuff like that.
if you've watched any, and it's a brutal watch at times, but he's been a
Yes, it
different
is.
player at Atletico Madrid and for Argentina than he was for City. I think at City he played the Kevin De Bruyne style role because he wanted minutes and he knew he had to coexist
Yeah, he
and
was more
play.
1B kind of a deal.
Yeah, I think he knows. I think he can be a central, force, and you can build it around. I understand they're different players, but I understand where they're coming from. To me, we're going to buy three players here and rebuild the entire front line, which is why I see a player, and I know I mentioned him earlier, a kid like Antoine Semenyo that could literally walk in and probably be our best backup at all three attacking
Yeah.
positions, right, left, and center. And I actually think Semenyo, for this system, if Mo stayed, might actually be best playing through the center as a number 9 in that Alvarez type floating role. I think it's players like that I think he builds around. And I think we're going to see an influx of young 20 to 25-year-old talent. And I think that's where they're going to invest the money. And I don't think it's going to be all the big names we keep throwing out there and the media keeps throwing out there.